Mezcal and rye are two of my favorite spirits, and they are weird and complex. And in this video, I'm gonna be showing you a cocktail that includes them both, the El Camino. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know how much I absolutely love Mezcal. And if you watched my last video on how to make a Vieux Carré, which you can find right here, I talked about how much I love rye whiskey, especially Rittenhouse rye. And recently I was looking for I was exploring different Mezcal cocktails, preparing for another video I was gonna make, and I stumbled across this cocktail called the El Camino. And so I'm looking it up. I found the recipe on Imbibe's website, but there was no real history to it. But when I was on Imbibe's website, where I found the recipe, I saw that this cocktail was from the Chestnut Club in Santa Monica. And so instead of telling you the history of this cocktail, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about the Chestnut Club in Santa Monica, California. Many, many years ago, my girlfriend, my beautiful partner, and I were on a road trip down the coast of California. We started in San Francisco and ended down in San Diego. And on this trip, we happened to be in Santa Monica. And so we look up some of the best bars, cocktail bars, and we find the Chestnut Club. And when I tell you that this is one of the most memorable experiences I've ever had in a cocktail bar, I am not kidding you. So we sit down at the bar, and all of a sudden, this larger, older gentleman with a handlebar mustache and basically dressed like a cowboy in a cowboy hat comes on over and asks us what we want to drink. And I'm like, this dude looks like a cross between like a cowboy and Santa Claus, and it was amazing. And so we order a Sazerac, and he looks at me and goes, "Can I make you a Sazerac the way I want to? It's like a little bit more expensive, but you know, it's the way that I love to do it." And I said, "Fuck yeah." And so this dude goes over, grabs a bottle of Thomas Handy's Sazerac Rye, which if any of you know, it's a pretty expensive bottle of whiskey, and he makes me the most amazing, gorgeous Sazerac I've ever had. I spent $50 on a cocktail, and it shook me to no end how expensive it was, but it was worth every single penny. That's my story. I hope Cowboy Santa Claus is doing well. He really blew my mind, and I loved sitting at the Chestnut Club. If you ever find yourself in Santa Monica, go on over there. It is amazing, absolutely amazing. But my name is Louis, and welcome to my channel, and let's get to this cocktail. Right, so we're gonna do 1 ounce of our Mezcal. We are using Los Vecinos del Campo Mezcal. Nice, smoky Espadín Mezcal. We're also gonna do 1 ounce of Rittenhouse Rye Whiskey. This is probably one of my favorite bottles of spirits ever. I highly recommend this for any rye in any recipe ever. Drink it straight, drink it on the rocks, make an old fashioned. This is a bottle that I love. I absolutely love, and I should always have some on hand. Unfortunately, it took me a while to get one for our bar, but here it is. And we're gonna do 1 ounce of this. And we are going to do a 1/2 ounce of Benedictine, which is a French herbal liqueur made by monks in France. 1/2 ounce of that, and 4 dashes of our Peychaud bitters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yes, I did count 4 twice. We're gonna top this bad boy off with some ice and give it a nice long stir. If you want to know more about Mezcal, I actually did post a video this week on tequila versus Mezcal. So if that sounds interesting to you, come on over here, hit that, and watch it after this one. It would mean the world to me, and I would love you for it. I love Mezcal and I love rye, and this cocktail, I tried it last night when I was prepping to make this video, and it blew me away. I thought that the rye would be too strong and the Mezcal would be overpowering, and the Benedictine just would create a really weird cocktail, but it creates a really strong sipper. If you like a nice strong drink to get your night started, or just to relax after a long day, I would highly recommend making this. There is no sweetener in this because the Benedictine acts as a sweetener. And I'll be honest with you, again, this is kind of like the Vieux Carré. I don't know why it works, it just does. And it's one of those that you just need to try it to believe it. And also, just go make one. Just do it. Just do it. All right. Now, we are gonna grab our low ball. Place a nice large cube in that. And we're going to strain this out. First off, the color is just beautiful. And then last but not least, we are going to do an orange twist just to give it a nice little citrus element off the top and nose there. So grab our peel, express the oils over the top, rim the outside and top of the rim, and make a nice orange twist and rest it on the rim. All right, just look at that color. It's like almost reddish in a way. It's like red and clear and beautiful. And let's give it a taste. Woo, woo. That is smoky from the mezcal. It has that strong spice from the rye. The Benedictine gives it that weird herbal complex taste, and the 4 dashes of Peychaud's bitters really add a nice element to it. The orange peel expressed over the top creates a lot of, it gives you a good citrus element on the nose and rounds out the cocktail as well. Some people think that expressing orange or expressing peels doesn't actually do anything to a cocktail. I guarantee you that they are wrong, and you should never believe anyone who tells you that. If it's a fresh peel and you see those oils come out of the peel, you know you did it right. But this right here, honestly, I'm gonna have to start drinking more of these. I was pleasantly surprised that these ingredients actually work really well together, because like I said, I didn't expect it to work. These are two very strong, overpowering spirits, and the Benedictine is just weird. So I never thought that putting them together would create a well-rounded cocktail, but here it is. There it is. But there you have it, guys, the El Camino. If you enjoyed this video, it would mean the absolute world to me if you can come on over here, hit subscribe, hit that like button, and share this video with your friends. On this channel, I post cocktail recipes, talk about my favorite spirits, bartending tips and tricks, and what it's like to own my own restaurant and bar. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, come on over here and make sure you do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to never miss out on any of the videos that I post. And also, let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Have you ever had an El Camino? Have you ever been to the Chestnut Club? Did you ever meet Santa Claus Cowboy? Because if you did, I want to know your story about it. But that's enough for me, my friends. I have an amazing cocktail to get back to. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.